Best day ever. Best day ever. What would you do if time, money, health was no object? You could design everything how you wanted it to be. What would your ideal day be like? I know I said I wasn't going to do any more websites and businesses, but I can't help myself. I know what I've got to do to finish things off, and I've got some help with the content. But I think a lot of the stuff that I'm doing are different experiments that are kind of leading to the same thing. They're leading towards giving you a toolbox to optimize and balance all the areas of your life and just kind of complete life by the departments. Completing the work department, opening online businesses, completing the finance department, having all that organized and having more money coming in than going out. So then you can automate your investments, automating your people and relationships and energy towards those, because you'll have got more time from completing your work and your finances. Your health as well, then you'll have more time for your health, so that's not suffering. And if anything, you need to really prioritize that. And again, not having to go and work 40, 50 hours a week gives you the time to dedicate to your health in a balanced way. So a lot of these different websites that I've kind of purchased and talked about, and some I've done some stuff, some I haven't, are all kind of roots in. And the Life Master system, designing the life that you want in these 5 areas, could be, and then the past, present, future system, and the bookending end of the day, morning routine, evening routine, good habits, etc. It's all well and good, but it might just be a little unachievable for people starting out, especially if you're in a bit of a funk, especially if you're not, if you're really unhappy with how your life is at the minute and you can't see a way out. It's like I'm aware that if somebody's in a real bad way, how do you go, how design your dream life? You're just not in that right state. But I think what everybody can connect with, no matter how bad things are now, and we're really trying to just help people be happy with their current life by getting really happy with having a really good future life that you're always moving towards. And so I think everybody could get behind coming up with, imagining, dreaming exactly what you'd do for your best day ever. Like, how would you want to wake up tomorrow if you had all the money in the world, all the health in the world, and all the time in the world to do what you want? Now, you could start this by just thinking about it and starting to imagine, what would I do? How would I wake up? How would I feel when I woke up? What would be the first thing I did when I woke up? Who would be around me? How would I be thinking, feeling, looking? If you would look in the mirror, how would you feel about your reflection in the mirror? What would you want for breakfast? where would you want to be waking up? What would the weather be doing outside? What would be in your fridge? How would your energy be? How would be your skin, your hydration? What would you drink first? Go into as much detail as you can. And then how would you spend your time throughout that day? What would you work on? What would your bank say when you checked your online banking? How would your assets be looking? How would your kind of life management with all of your tasks and assets and jobs and laundry and cleanliness, washing up, dishwasher, all these things, like, go into as much detail as possible to craft your ideal day. Now, this is going to pull you out of your kind of present situation and start to get you focused on how exactly you want your life to look. Now, the idea is to kind of, if you're stuck for ideas, you want to pull in those 5 areas: the health, work, people, finances, and evolution, and try and dedicate some balanced time to all of those things. Because, you might just want to wake up and drink cocktails on the beach every day. I mean, that soon will get boring and unfulfilling. So even if you've got all the money in the world, I believe we should still be working on things that matter to us. And work doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. You could be doing volunteer work. You could be like coaching and helping people for free. You could just be working to learn different skills and different things. There's all manner of options with that. You know, if you had millions in the bank, a lot of people are like, what would you do? Like, yeah, just go on holiday and sit on the beach all day long. Like, that'd be great for the first week. Second week, pretty good. Third week, you know, fourth week, you'd be like, getting a little bored now. Need to probably do something. Pick up a book at least, if you hadn't already. So it's just an interesting exercise, and I think it should be a nice stepping stone then to the big Life Master program, and then potentially coaching if you would like. £200 below, £1,000 value, a limited time session with me, plus a follow-up, plus access to the private Life Master community channel as well, so we can carry on the goodness. But yeah, I just think this would be a really nice little mini program for people to do, and then you've got this as a document, you've got it as a sounding board, you've got it as something to reflect on. You could also then use it for the people around you, and say your partner, family, wife, husband, your children, all do it. And then what you can do is, the thing is, this thing will then continually evolve, because once you've got this and you're feeling good about it, you then start to go, well, how do we get towards that? Is there anything I can introduce now that would be closer to my best day ever? Is there anything I can start to do now that would start to work towards those things? And then as you get more closer to the best day ever, you might have some more ideas for the best day ever, just got even better, and you have some more ideas, and you will, because that's the point. But then you've got a sounding board, a bit of a blueprint for where you're heading, and then you can check in with yourself if life goes a little bit off kilter, if you lose a little bit of direction. It's something to go back to and be like, right, that's where I'm going. And it should then give you motivation, because we can design our lives however we want. I just love the idea of lifestyle design. I love the idea of forgetting everything and just thinking, how do I want to live? How do I want to live? How do I want to spend my time? How do I want to spend my days? Because how we spend your days, that's just going to add up to your life. So when you look back on periods in your life, it was just a collection of a load of days. So, you know, it's quite simple. So I think just focusing on the day is just something that's quite achievable for people. So best day ever. I haven't bought the domain yet, so I better go and do that. Just been on a beautiful walk. Chicken schnitzels last night were amazing. This chicken was 3.5 kilograms, massive, 100-day plus bird. And yeah, I took off the breasts and made like 12 chicken schnitzels. Breast, delightful chicken, and the rest of the birds in the oven now roasting. Just a really nice walk to a National Trust thing. Glorious. And yeah, so I'm going to go and buy this, because there's definitely a couple of people in my life already that I just know this exercise would be great, and I think I need to do it as well. I think we all need to do it. We need a document which is called Best Day Ever, and it's exactly how you would want your day to be and your days to be if everything in life was kind of sorted and completed and optimized. You know, what would you do? Most people like that question, like, what would you do if you win the lottery? You don't want to win the lottery, because I've read the book on the study on what happens to lottery winners down the line, and most of them, it all goes wrong. They end up being in debt, and not as happy, not as healthy. Relationships go wrong, the whole lot, because they're not in the right state to receive that money. So this exercise is getting you in the state ready for where you want to be heading, which is going to naturally bring you closer towards it, because you'll change your physiology, your outlook, and your mindset. So you'll automatically start operating in a way that gets you towards that. So I enjoyed making this video today. I feel really good about that, and I hope you do too. We'll link to the website below, hopefully, if I can find it. I guess best day ever is gone.com, but there's loads of different options of domain. I can help with all of that as well. Maybe I should have a service for that, because I'm really good at domains and names, a business naming service. Mind you, we've got ideathud.com, which is personalized business ideas, so that would contain the name. So ideathud.com, if you want to pay for a service, to pay me for my wisdom in terms of taking what you're into, your passions, interests and outlook on life, and then we'll blend that with the non-conformity company, blueprints and online business opportunities, and give you a load of business ideas and directions and names and potentials for you to go. So again, a bit of another stepping stone for you. We're just trying to make life better for you all. Alrighty, alright.